Hey everybody, how's it going? I want to play Calcium, and I want to beat Tier 3 Desert. So let's go ahead and do it. It shouldn't be too hard. This definitely isn't like my 40th attempt. But yeah, so here's the strat that we're going to go for. We're going to go Bones. We're going to go Revolver. We're going to go Lightning Staff. And then we're going to go Aegis for a little bit of protection. As far as books, we're going to go for XP. We're going to go for damage. We're going to go for agility. And then maybe quantity. I think I didn't say already quantity. So that's going to be the build, 4-4. Yeah, so the strat here is going to be, let's go with a little lifesteal never hurt anybody. We're going to move real fast. That's Calcium, right? You've played for 2 seconds, you've realized what the gimmick is here, right? Calcium's a speedy boy, you know, he's got fast bones. And then we do more damage when we go fast. Ooh. Agility, there we go. Alright, that's what we want. That's what we want. We want some agility in our life. So yeah, we're gonna build those 4, and then we're gonna go fast. And the reason why I'm specifically picking Calcium to beat the desert, because the desert is much flatter than forest, so that's perfect. That means you just need to be fast horizontally, not vertically. If we're talking about vertically fast, then you're going with something like Monkey, which I just so happen to beat the forest with Monkey. If I want to beat this, I just need to go fast horizontally, and as far as the characters I've unlocked, and from what I know, Calcium is, you know, the quickest. He's the Lightning McQueen of this game. So yeah, and it's really nice because you can kind of just run around the desert, and you could pretty much grab all the chests, all the pots and vases, like literally everything. If you're quick enough, you can do it in like not 4 minutes, like 6 minutes, right? You can do it in about 6 minutes, and then you just have the rest of the time to dick around and, you know, take on, let's do that. Take on the extra challenges. If you want to hit some of them spooky ghost lady tomes to fight a couple of extra bosses, you know, you can fight 4 of the final boss, a couple extra chests, a little bit more experience. So yeah, that's the huge thing, is just being able to get around so quickly saves you time to kind of juice out other aspects of the game. And then, like I said, we're going to go for the weapons that, in my opinion, help the most when you're going fast. So we can't get rid of the bone, because that's just like the weapon that we get. But then the lightning strike just kind of strikes around you. You don't, like, you know, it's just decent. Then the revolver is, the damage output is probably, it's just the highest in my opinion compared to like some of the other things. So, and then yeah, the Aegis is just a little extra protection. The only problem with Calcium is once you get hit, you slow down, and you're bound to get hit eventually. So my goal, like me just smashing my head into that cactus. So my plan is, when I do get hit, at least I want to survive it. Yeah, let's go XP. And then yeah, the normal route, you would probably go for XP and luck first. I'm actually not going to go for luck this game, and that might sound... Yeah, let's go for the revolver here. Maybe the shield? Which one do I get first? Let's go with the shield first, just in case. The revolver might have been smarter, but it's fine. Yeah, you would normally go luck. But here's what the thing that I found, is luck really helps if you're going for, like, the long runs, right? You know, you get into the ghosts, you're trying to hit above 100k. Luck is going to be like a necessity. It's a must. You don't have a choice. But honestly, I found if we're simply just trying to beat tier 3, which is what we're doing today. We're not doing anything aside from just beating tier 3. You could probably just swing by with luck, you know. But again, if you're going for the big runs where you're actually trying to get your score up, yeah, you're going to need luck. Because again, what luck really does is, you know, when you get above level 200 plus, you're going to want every single pick you have to be a legendary or epic pick at that point. Like, it's going to scale so quickly. Like, you just can't take common picks anymore. Let's take that quantity book. So, all that to say, we're gonna ignore luck, but don't usually ignore luck. I'm just ignoring luck because I'm not going for a score. I'm just beating tier 3. Which can be, again, in my opinion, pretty easily done with Calcium. If you just build your agility, you know, you build up a couple of your weapons. Yeah, it's really not that bad. And I say not that bad, and I got poo poo caca. I'll take the revolver. Yeah, the revolver's good. We'll go with that. And yeah, we should be pretty much all set. Calcium is by far one of the most fun to play. I will say, I feel like the beginning is pretty rough. Like, the bone on its own is not particularly strong. And, you know, like everyone says, you need to build XP and luck first. So, you know, the beginning with Calcium can be kind of tough. Ooh, I'll take that. I'll take that big old book. Nice and purple, just like my drink. I don't know why I said that. I live in the suburbs. But yeah, Calcium can be tough at first, but once you just get some XP going, you'll be fine. You just unlock a couple weapons. It's honestly, it's like a pretty good time. You know, we're just chilling. I know there's a million memes made about skeletons, and I'd love to bring one up, but I'm blanking. You know, and I don't want to be cringe either. So, oh, dude, I just got my least favorite item of all time. Stupid campfire. What am I gonna do with a campfire with Calcium, bro? If I'm trying to get a pillar, dude, I'm gonna be running around like I'm NASCARing around it. You know what I mean? I really shouldn't be standing still if I actually had 2 brain cells to squeeze together. But you know, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Let's go with that XP. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm gonna be doing a lot of the same things that I did in my monkey video. You know, you have to, if we're just simply going to beat tier 3 and we're not going for the scores, all you gotta do is just juice out these maps, you know? Take your time, run around, don't leave early, make sure to grab everything, be speedy, be fast, and it's really not that difficult afterwards. And with a little luck, you know, honestly, I think my only mistake this game, maybe I shouldn't go with the damage tome. I don't think it's actually that good. I don't, whatever. We're still gonna beat it with it, but I don't think it's that good. I probably should just go with the luck tome. Okay, this item's pretty good for Calcium. I'll take that. Faux show, faux show. I'll take a second one of those right away. Okay, I was gonna say, why don't you just give me a third? Let's get that. Ooh, yeah, let's take the revolver going. It's always tough for me because I want to upgrade my primary weapon as much as I can. That way, boss, you know, when you get to the final boss, you only have your main weapon in the beginning. You know, if your main weapon is kind of slacking, it's basically GG at that point. So I always try to get my bone up first. But, you know, something like the revolver is low-key kind of... It's stronger than the bones, so... I'm almost tempted a lot of times to just only upgrade, you know, my revolver. And then the lightning's there in the background just doing its thing, but... Everything will come in handy by the end of the game. And, you know, the lightning is really, really nice when you're kind of just flying through the sky and just doing your thing. Yeah, we're only level 21, which I'm not super, super happy about. I feel our items are iffy. I wouldn't consider ourselves particularly lucky this run so far, but it's not too bad. Well, maybe we can get a little something from the bandit, you know? He's out here harassing people every day. He's got to have something that I can take home with me that's juicy and delicious. That was, yeah, I just ran through that guy. Honestly, should be borderline embarrassed. More cheese? Oh, I love me. I love me some cheese. Alright, a swarm. The other thing that's tough with Calcium, I'll be honest. The swarms, I feel, are tougher than most things. Like, the bosses, you generally can just jump around them and just do circles and go really fast. And they're fairly easy. But with these swarms, Calcium has the problem. If you accidentally land in the middle of the swarm, you might be cooked. I've lost a couple of really, really, really good runs. I'm talking like 2 legendary items out of the first tier. Just for me to land in a giant pile of scorpions and got my butt cheeks ate, you know? So, you gotta be a little careful about jumping in the middle of it. But luckily, you just need to get one jump off, and you're pretty much out of there. Alright, we got about 2 minutes left. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to beat this boss kind of easily, so I'm not too worried about it. We could probably wait a little longer, unless I just want to speed run this, which that's not really the point. But yeah, let's see what we can do. It's honestly, again, it might be a little boring, but you just got to kind of run around and just milk everything for what it's got. You know, if you've really got extra time to spare, just stay around the portal and try to farm out, you know, power-ups. That's always an option. Try to, you know, if you're really worried about the boss, just get some power-ups around the map, and you can kind of run around and try to cheese it a little bit. Yeah, because no one... I don't think I've seen a single person go for the power-up. like, the plus percentage to get power-ups, or power-up damage, or duration. You guys will have to let me know if you're the type of person that actually gets those, because I don't think I've ever seen one person actually... Dude, maybe it's nasty, and people are just out here farming ghosts with, you know, power-ups, but I very much don't think so. But you never know. Alright, we got about 1:30. Let's just go ahead and get the boss rolling. Let's not delay too much. We're going to kill it in like 30 seconds, because I feel like we're doing pretty good right now. You know, we got... Our items are pretty good. You know, not really, but, you know, what are you going to do? I feel like we've made decent choices, and we've had alright luck as far as the upgrades themselves, so... Yeah, like, see, I straight up didn't even mean to kill him. I was trying to run away so I don't kill him so fast, so... Because we technically, this is a net loss for us. We lost a minute of gameplay here, where I could have been killing stuff and, you know, getting more upgraded, but... Instead, like a doofus, I killed him too quickly, but it's fine. We're gonna sit here, farm the final swarms for a little while. Yeah. So, it's gonna be fun. Love me some good old ghosts. It's scary with Calcium, though, I'll be honest. You know, again, because we're not super tanky. You know, I'm not running around with Mega Chad or Oofy, or, you know. If I accidentally get trapped by some ghosts, I'm gonna die pretty quickly. Looks like I missed the challenge, so that's something I should definitely do before I leave. I just get her done. I've got... You know, my gauge is always a minute, right? The black ghosts come out at a minute. If I can be back at the portal by a minute with Calcium, like, again, if I'm playing somebody kind of squishy, I'm gonna leave by a minute, maybe a minute 10, a minute 20 if I'm... Yeah, see, like, already they're pressing me with the iron, bro, so I should probably just get out of here. Yeah, maybe go to the next one. We'll try to squeeze it a little bit, but... Yeah, the second a single one hits me, dude, I'm pieced out of here, dude. Yeah, there you go. Alright, we're gone. Yeah, I'm taking 0 chances, bro. You ain't catching me staying by that portal more than I need to. Alright, tier 2. We're gonna do a lot of the same things here. We're not gonna switch up the strat. We are gonna use this campfire here just because I'm feeling zesty about it. That's all terrible. I guess I'll take the armor. I can't. I'm not taking knockback. Maybe I should have taken knockback. Maybe I'm the dumbest person of all time. You never know. I feel like knockback is... actually, knockbacks... If we're going for a long, like, it might actually be pretty good. I've thought about maybe doing a monkey run with size, knockback, and, like, probably quantity and XP, or... yeah, maybe, I don't know. One of those is going to have to be luck. That's the problem. I don't know. But, yeah, maybe knockback... Maybe knockback, size, luck, XP with monkey. I feel like that could be a fun one. So, maybe we'll run that next, or something, some version of large banana. You know, that's what I like in life. I love me a good, you know, large banana. Okay, let's do a little. Oh, should I have done this? I think I messed up. So I'm gonna. Dude, I just need to get rid of the campfire. No, I actually kind of needed those feathers. It's okay. Let's try it one more time. Please get rid of the campfire. Yeah, let's get. Let's go. I'm nasty. I'm actually a gambling addict, by the way. All right, good. We got rid of the useless campfire. I'm not gonna need that. Got myself some more cheese in the meanwhile. My shirt color didn't change. All right. We're still bouncing around as Calcium. I'd be lying if I didn't say it was the next day. You know, ooh. I think, oh, the big bonk. Oh, I want to get bonked. Anyway, yeah, I had to take a little pause. You know, life. I had to go to, like, work or something. So, we're back, though, the next day. we're continuing our run here. Yeah, we're gonna follow a similar strategy of whatever David from the past was saying. Oh, why does the epic have to be knockback? That's... maybe I should have took it. But at this point, XP gain is just so much more important. Like, I've definitely already said this like once or twice, but... If you don't have XP at the beginning, you just won't win. You just give up. Not stop breathing. Like, just quit your game and hit the restart button. If you don't get XP early, you're really not going to go anywhere. Similar with luck, if you don't get luck early on. But I don't know, I almost feel like you can get away beating tier 3 without luck, but you can't get away beating tier 3 without XP. Now, to go late game, I'm talking like 50k plus, that can't be done without luck. You know what I mean? And I don't mean luck in the sense of like getting lucky, I mean like the actual luck percentage. Anyway, I've probably mentioned that in some form or capacity at least 12 million times, but yeah, the point is, we're just trying to get as fast as possible. That way we can kind of run from the spooky ghosts once we kind of get to the end. And then hopefully, the big part is we are squishy, right? Mr. Calcium, ironically, is made of a hard substance, but he's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? He's not very bony. So speed is really nice, especially when you're fighting the final boss and you've got 3 pillars to get to. You know, a lot of the slower characters, it'll take you time to get to those pillars, but it's okay because you'll be able to get smacked in the forehead a few times and more than likely you'll be fine. But you don't have that same privilege with Calcium unless you build him that way, which wouldn't make any sense. So it's really nice to have that speed to get to the pillar, take it down, get to the next pillar, take it down, get to the next pillar, take it down in super quick succession. So you don't have to sit there dodging blue balls for your life, you know? So the speed is really nice. And then again, we're gonna upgrade a lot of the weapons that you know, shoot from far away and work well with people that are super fast. Like, I'll give you an example because you guys might not particularly know what I mean. Something like the banana would not be very useful on Calcium, in my opinion. It's not that it can't work. It's that the banana, you throw it and then it comes back to you. But with Calcium, you could be across the map in half a second once you get to the end of the game. So the banana, in my opinion, is a little less useful as you're going to throw it, and then it's going to, you know how long it's going to take to come back to you? Now, I'll be honest, I also haven't tested this. It just seems logical. But with something like the revolver and the bones and the lightning staff, those things proc, and that's it. You throw another one out. So the specific weapons I chose don't have that feature of having to wait for it to come back. And then the Aegis Shield, of course, is just a little defense. Honestly, I've tried looking up like good builds, and I feel like not a lot of them use the Aegis Shield. But if your movement just isn't super great, it's just like a really good failsafe, you know. Oh, okay. Also, I should probably talk more about the actual upgrades that I'm getting on my screen here, but whatever. At this point, we've seen XP a couple million times. But yeah, bro, what was I even talking about, bro? We're level 52. Honestly, I don't think I'm happy with that. I feel like we should be higher. If I was a real gamer, we should probably be around like 50. Not 50, we're at 50, Dumbo. Like 60? 65, maybe? Alright. Oh, we came back for the juice. Let's go on. Oh, the fork. Oops. I meant to buy the bonk. Well, aren't I the little weirdo? Oh well. It's fine. We'll still be able to beat it with the fork. Still a legendary item. But, oops. Speed! I need speed. Speed is good, you know? A little speed. Well, okay, I was gonna say a little speed. Oh, the scarf. Dude, this is the GOAT item, I'll be honest. I feel like it's actually not that great, but I do love the fact that I'm consistently in the air at all times. Meaning, it's essentially a 33% damage boost. Except when I'm standing still to get upgrades, you know. But majority of the time, especially late game, I should be in the air a movement speed. I should be in the air most of the time, meaning I'm going to get a plus 33% at all times. Alright, one more swarm before we go for the final boss here. Yeah, I'll be honest, man. I love the desert map. I feel like it's hard to say this because I feel the forest is much, much easier, right? Which is, I guess, obvious. It's much easier. But in my opinion, the desert is more fun, right? Because you don't, with a lot of characters, your mobility on forest is limited by your speed, and unless you put some points into jump and movement, you know, that map can be really annoying. With desert, you don't have that, which I really like. Now, I really only played desert with calcium, but still. Yeah, I like desert a lot. I feel like, on Reddit, I've seen a lot of people complain about, specifically, like, the death rollers. The little balls of bone that are faster than your character, like, at the beginning of the game, and, you know, they can spawn a couple minutes in and just absolutely wreck your shit. And again, they're faster than your character. And I completely understand, and I've seen a lot of people complain about that and some of the other enemies in the desert, but dude, I'll be honest, I think the desert's more fun, personally. I think the enemies are more fun. The bosses are just a little bit more fun, a little bit more to dodge. Like the Scorpussy is, like, probably my favorite boss. I really like it. Which, I mean, there's only like 5 bosses, so it's not like a big sample size here, but you know. Let's get a chest. Come on, give me a credit card. Okay, I already have enough of those in my life. See what we got. Oh, dude. Another blue. Why so many blues, bro? More blue. Yeah, bro, I need to get my luck up. I feel like I've been slacking on the luck. What is my... Yeah. Not the... See, like... I'll be honest, brother. This would not be a good, like, deep run, right? I feel like... I'm going to beat tier 3 with this. But would it be, like, a... top tier... Like, bro, I won't crack 30k with this. You know what I mean? But... I'll beat tier 3, you know? And that's kind of what we're going for here, so it's fine. That's kind of what I'm shooting for, but... Yeah, like, if this was... If I was going for a deep run, I definitely would have maybe restarted this. But it's okay. Again, it was the same thing with the monkey. I feel like I didn't have a super great run, and there's the boss. I didn't have a super great run with the monkey either, but I just kind of wanted to showcase that you don't need a god build to beat tier 3. You can do it pretty easily with just like a pretty mediocre build. As long as you grab the items that you need, you can pretty much do it. It's really not that bad. But very, very soon, I am going to start going for super long like God mode runs. I know there's been a few patches lately that make certain items not as good as others. Something like the dagger got, you know, ran into the dirt pretty good. The item is still in a black hole. The items are still good, but I just don't think they're as good as they used to be. But yeah, we did Monkey beat Tier 3 Forest. I want to do Calcium beat Tier 3 Desert. I just want to basically give a tutorial on how to beat Tier 3 on both maps. Like, if you want to just beat it, these two are how I did it, how I think it's easiest. And then after this video, again, I'm going to start going for really long runs. I'm going to start building bandit builds. Stuff like that will, you know, focus on not just beating the game. Crap items again. Not just beating the game, but breaking it. You know, and again, stuff's already been patched out. You know, the developer is smart, and it's actually kind of funny. I saw a thing on Reddit. There's a challenge where you have to play with inverted controls, and if you go to and there's a setting where you can invert your controls, and he's a funny guy, bro. Ooh, mirror. Okay, I'll take the mirror. He's a funny guy, bro. He's a funny guy. Also, I didn't realize he had a YouTube channel. Like, I was just doing my thing, watching a little YouTube, and a video popped up of him creating this game. It was from like 7 months ago. I was like, oh, this dude's on YouTube. That's actually kind of that's pretty cool. So you know, he had a pretty early video, which I thought was pretty cool. I would love to tell you his name, but I don't remember, dude. I watched that video like 4 nights ago, and I was probably half asleep, balls deep in like a half a liter of Coke and McDonald's. You know how life is sometimes. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And he's pretty active with the community, which is nice. I love it when a game becomes popular and then the developer doesn't instantly either abandon the game or kill the game, or you find out he's like a pedophile or something. You know, it's like, he seems like a cool guy. He's interacting with the community. Like, I don't know. He seems like a cool guy to me. But maybe I'm missing something. Tell me if I'm missing something. But yeah, I absolutely love this game, man. It's funny how I found out about the game. I didn't buy it because it got popular. And I know, like, that sounds very, like, hipster of me. You know, very, you know, man bun with a goatee of me. But I was going through Steam, and I was looking for something like Hades. And I found this game. I bought it, started playing it, really liked it, and then I found out, oh, it's like recently become popular. I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, that's how I found the game. I was just looking for something like Hades, and dude, this game is so much fun, man. Like I with a lot of games, I don't even say a lot of games, just a few games. I did that just a second ago with. Oh, it wasn't Dyson's Fear Factory. I was trying to find also something like Satisfactory. It was not Dyson's Fear Program. It was another like automation game. Oh, the one with you go underground and you're a miner, whatever that is. Yeah, I refunded it in like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, this is just boring off rip. But this game, dude, instantly, dude, so much fun. And honestly, once I beat Tier 3 Forest, I thought I was going to quit playing. Because I'm like, okay, well, I just beat the game, technically. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I need to beat the forest, or the desert. And like, dude, it's just... I come home and I just want to play the game, you know? Which is rare. You have to find a certain type of game that does that. My last one was Satisfactory. I absolutely, you know, fell in love with that game and almost cut out my family to play it for a while, but... you know how it is. I'll be honest, man. The only thing that sucks about the desert Again, I love this. I love the desert, and I don't even mind the bone rollers. Honestly, I don't mind them. It just like, just get good. You know what I'm saying? Stop sucking. It's not on you, or it is on you. It's not on me. It's not on the developer. Just get good, kid. But the one thing I will say I do hate specifically about the desert is in tier 3 of the desert, it's all hills. You know, with tier 1 and 2 in the desert, you just got like nice rolling hills, you know, but not a problem. But in tier 3, you've just got genuine large hills. And with something like calcium, you just tend to roll down the hills, which you're gonna see me struggle with it quite a bit. I'm over here trying not to fall off. Let's try to go for this other one and watch me fail it. But yeah, so I will say, if I'm oh, let's go, dude, the bonk. Dude, every single time I get the bonk and I check my stats at the end of the game, 99% of the time, the big bonk has like the majority of the damage, even if I picked it up super late. Guarantee you it'll be the same here. It's pretty good. But yeah, hills. I don't like the hills. I'm on wheels. See, like, look, this is an absolute nightmare, man. How am I supposed to get that bottom one? Dude, I'm literally, okay, let's take the shield. I'm literally on wheels. Like, I have to, and again, then I get absolutely slimed by 10 million scorpions, which isn't any good either. But yeah, alright, we got 3 more minutes. There's no boss to actually beat on tier 3, so let's just try to grind it out for a little while longer, and then we'll go to the boss, and then we'll beat it easy peasy, and then I'll grind out some ghosts for a while, even though I won't get that far. But it's fine. Again, the next couple of videos are the ones going to be focused on me going pretty deep. This one, we're just going to do a little, you know. Dude, why am I still getting... Oh, blessings, dude. That was the greatest refresh of all time. Nobody can tell me otherwise. A green refresh into the big bonk. Oh, bro, I'm about to bust. Alright, 3 minutes. Hold, you know, calm down, David. You got 3 minutes left, and then the boss should take 4 minutes at best. That, ooh, little speed, but I don't know how much speed will help me now. I'm pretty fast already. So we'll just go with something that I think will actually be useful this moment. Yeah, dude, I love the Scorpionussy. I think it's the coolest boss. Definitely sucks to fight, especially if you're weak. Also, that is an absolute nightmare. I think, like, if you actually tracked my deaths across the game, the thing that I've died to most often is getting cross-mapped by the getting cross-mapped by the Scorpion playing Calcium on Desert. That's what I probably have the most deaths from. Because it's like, you know, those little bubble things you can escape by just going left, right, or up. But with the bullets, if you get caught in the middle of the cluster, you're not going anywhere, bud. You run away, you're still getting hit. You run forward, you're still getting hit. If you run left and right, you're likely still getting hit. So, you go up, you might get hit. So, yeah. I like the boss. I think it looks the coolest. Ooh, XP tone, but how useful is it gonna be? Like, dude, I'm 2 minutes from fighting the boss. Again, please, for the love of God, don't get me wrong. If I was going for a long run, the XP would be godlike, but I'm not gonna build it because I'm not going long. And again, for the love of God, please, I need you guys to understand this, because you guys are gonna absolutely destroy me. Like, oh, you're the stupidest guy alive. Why wouldn't you take XP? Because I'm fighting tier 3 and then quitting. Okay, we'll go for a long run another time, but it's really important that I say that multiple times, because you guys are gonna look at me like I'm, yeah, in the deep end of the spectrum. So Alright, 1 more minute. At this point, the build, I'm calling it like a 4 out of 10. Maybe a 5 out of 10, considering we have 2 big bonks, but yeah. No daggers, partly because we don't have it unlocked. I should probably play with the bandit, so I can get that unlocked. Yeah. I will do that right after this game. We'll get Joe's dagger, because I know that's going to help quite a bit for the big ones. We'll definitely do that, but for now, just a little calcium in my life. I'm about to drink some milk, though. I'm kind of feeling chocolate milk. Are you guys feeling chocolate milk? Yeah, I think I'm going to reward myself with a quick tier 3 bone win with a little bit of chalky, you know? Dude, this is why I love this character. The fact that I'm able to just fly across the entire map in 5 seconds, maybe. Oh my god, look how cool this is, man. Like, this is what you build calcium for. Like, for no other reason other than just getting really up high and going really fast and hoping to god you don't get swarmed. Alright. Again, hammer. Not super great for the long run. But you know what it is super great at? Super great at defeating bosses, which is all I care about. So we're going to go ahead and cook up a few more hammers, you know what I mean? Lightning, and then we're going to go ahead and cook up a few more of these upgrades. Yeah, I would have gone with XP Tome much more often if that was needed. Alas, it is not. Alright, we got 6 seconds until the big swarm comes. We'll probably fight the swarm for a little while. But, yeah. Honestly, at this point, we could probably beat the final boss. I mean, it's not like I don't have a choice. Like, I can't get anything new as of this point. I'm fighting the boss in a minute, whether I like it or not. But so what I'm saying is I could technically skip the horde and it wouldn't really matter. I'm not going to get anything new, but I also, you know, how about I don't lose the run 37 minutes in? That'd also be cool, you know? Let's not throw the game. Yeah, let's just not throw the game. How about that? Alright, time for the final boss. Again, the strat, we're fast. We're going to just run circles around him. When the pillars spawn, we go to the pillars as quick as possible. Make sure he doesn't have time to hit. Like, dude, look at my damage, man. I'm not saying I'm breaking the game or anything, but, like, this was pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? You pick a couple of the right things. You build speed. All of a sudden, he can't hit you with his red weird laser, with his red rocket. You know, he can't hit you with it. You know, you just run around him. These, okay, I'll be honest, these are kind of annoying. I don't really have a trick for the blue lasers, but yeah. Again, you go fast, you get the pillar, try not to get hit in the face with the blue balls. Especially not the red balls. See, the red balls hurt. I've died a lot with the monkey because of the red balls. I don't even know what they do, but I'm just gonna call them by their primary colors because I'm actually a toddler still. Again, I have no idea what they do. These lasers also are kind of brutal. But yeah, that's it. Look how quick that was, man. You just run around to the pillars very, very quick. He didn't really heal that much. He's healed a little bit, not that much. If you're actually good at this game, you would just simply jump to get away from a lot of those attacks. But, you know, you're speaking you're speaking to the expert here. But you know how it is. Yeah. And then, you know, we got our bones. Sadly, our second weapon is the Aegis. This would be much quicker if our second weapon was a revolver, because then I would instantly start doing a lot more damage. But it's all right. Nothing a little time, you know, won't fix. Plus, we're not even a minute deep, or yes, we're a minute deep. We're not even 2 minutes deep, and he's already halfway dead. So yeah. Pretty easy overall. It's really not that difficult. Oh, dude, I didn't know the bricks could spawn on top of the pillar. That almost caught me lacking, I'll be honest. Bro was over here, like, earth bending, dude. Call him tough. Why is everything so perfectly cubical? Bro's also playing Minecraft, which I low-key should start playing Minecraft again. I've been thinking about it. I think there's a new update coming. Maybe I'll start playing Minecraft again. But anyway, we got our gun now. We got the revolver, which is gonna instantly, like, basically double our DPS, maybe even triple it at this point. Got hit by the red a little bit, but oops. Alright, one last pillar. We'll unlock the lightning. Oh, dude, I might be the luckiest player of all time. Dude, look at these two pillars just being good boys, you know, and just spawning right next to each other. Although I'm dumb and can't parkour for my life, dude. Yeah, I almost just died. That was almost embarrassing. Oh, I almost got hit by the red ones again. Imagine coming all this way, recording this entire video, just like losing to the final phase of the pillars. Oh, bro, that'd be like actually embarrassing. But that's it. Oh, okay. Well, don't do that. Unlike me, don't do that. And tier 3 desert with calcium. There you go. On the screen, I'm just gonna put like a time lapse of me. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna play that in normal motion because nobody cares, and also that's not the point of the run. But yeah, cool, guys. There you go. If you want to beat tier 3, there you go. We'll do a world record run later. But that's it. Thanks for watching.